Hey you guys, it's Jessie. So today I thought I would do a little bit of a different review, and I'm also going to be curling my hair and just showing you how I curl my hair, and maybe it'll make it a little bit easier for you to curl yours as well. I will be using, I had a request from one of my other videos to do a review on this Unite hair oil. In my speedy review, I had like a tiny little sample of it in there, and I had said it was the best hair oil ever, and it seriously is. I am a hairstylist, and we started using this at our salon probably, I think it was a year ago, and it has been by far the best hairline that I have ever used on my hair or anyone else's hair. I always use the Luxury, it's the Unite You Luxury shampoo and conditioner. I use those to shampoo and condition my hair. I try to do like every other day, or try to go, especially in the wintertime, every 2 days, but I'm really weird. If I work out, I get so sweaty and my hair is drenched, and I can't sleep like that. It just drives me crazy. So I will have to shampoo it again. But I do, after I get out of the shower, I wrap my hair up in a towel, you know, put my lotion on, whatnot, face stuff, and then when I take my hair out of the towel, I always spray in the Unite 7SECONDS conditioner, and it's a detangler, so it's wonderful for your children. If you have kids, it's so great for summertime after they've been in the swimming pool or whatnot. But it's just it's really lightweight, but it's really moisturizing. And that's how the U oil is. I put this on after I spray this in, and then I brush it through or comb it through. I do use the wet brush. I absolutely love that brush because the way the bristles are made, they're made to kind of bend with your hair. So a regular hairbrush, when you're ripping it through, especially wet hair, they don't move. Like the bristles just stick straight up. And so what you're doing is you're like ripping through your hair, you're breaking it, you're damaging it. But the wet brush is designed to be used specifically with wet hair. So you're not just ripping through it. And what I always do when I am brushing it, I start, you start at the bottoms and just kind of, I have a brush here. This is the Shine brush, same company, it's the wet brush, but it's got like the boar's head bristles in it. But I always just start, down here, and just work my way up, so you're not like just ripping through your hair. Some people just rip, and you don't want to do that. But the 7SECONDS detangler, it helps with that. So, so yeah, today I will be showing you how I curl my hair. The U oil and the leave-in conditioner, what my routine is I will shower at night, and I will always wash my hair at night, and I let it air dry. There's nothing wrong with blow drying as long as you are protecting your hair, but my hair is very fine, and it gets dry easily, it breaks easily, and so I do, along with products, I baby my hair as much as I possibly can. So I will wash it at night, let it air dry. I don't ever go to sleep with it wet. That's not, it's not recommended. Going to sleep with your hair wet can lead to possible, mold on your pillows. It can lead to dandruff because you're going, you're laying on your pillow and it's like a warm, wet atmosphere for bacteria to grow. So it's just not an excellent idea to ever go to bed with your hair wet. So I do that, I let my hair air dry, I go to bed, I wake up, and today it looks like this. Normally I've got a little bit of wave in it, but I guess I laid on it, solidly last night, so it's just straight today. So when I use the argan oil, I use like two to three pumps on my hair, honestly, and it doesn't weigh it down. And like I said, my hair is very fine, and I don't have a lot of it, as you can tell. Like it's not much hair. And the U oil does not weigh it down at all, which is wonderful, because I don't tease my hair, I don't use lots of volume products, I don't necessarily want like tons of volume, but I also don't want it to look oily and, matted to my head. And this oil does not do that, which a lot of oils that I have used in the past, you've got to be really careful, because they will weigh your hair down. But another great thing about this one too is that in the summertime, I would say, yeah, in the summertime, because that's when you're really out in the sun doing things. This is also a UV protector, so it protects your color. It keeps your hair, it's almost like a sunscreen for your hair. And so I love that also. So it's a thermal protectant. It, gives your hair shine. It does not weigh it down. It gives it tons of moisture, and it also protects it from the damages that we can get from the atmosphere and the sun. So it's just hands down, it's my favorite product that I have ever used. And I am really weird with products. I always have been, just because my hair, I'm just so picky about what goes on it and how it makes it feel. So now I put all of these products in after my shower, and so they're leave-in products. And so normally before I go to curl it in the morning, I might put like a tiny little squirt in my palms and just rub it through my hands and kind of rub my hands through my ends, just to kind of give it a little more protection. But overall, I don't necessarily use another thermal protectant. There's tons out there, and some of them I've used, and I'm just like, it's almost like they make my hair kind of stick together when I curl it. And so yet again, back to this product, it doesn't do that. It's just wonderful. So I'm gonna give you kind of a tutorial on how I do curl my hair. It just makes life easier, especially for me, and I always tell my clients, if you section your hair off. If you just throw the curling iron in, as is, not sectioning it off, it's not gonna curl right, and you're gonna end up spending more time on it, and it's gonna get more frustrating to you. So the first thing I do is, obviously, I brush through my hair, and sorry you guys, I tried to put my camera in front of my mirror so I could look in my mirror to do this, but the lighting was awful. So I am using my camera as my mirror, so forgive me if I'm just staring at you doing this. So what I do is I section off like that whole, bottom section, and I take just a tiny clip. Like I said, I don't have much hair, so it doesn't take much for my hair. Some people use literally a hair elastic, a hair tie, and just kind of knot it up. That's fine. So what I will do, trying to get a little better view for you, I kind of take my back sections and I just split it in half. So I've got hair on either side. And so I take my curling iron. This is, you're gonna laugh, because yes, I am a hairstylist and I still use a Conair curling iron on my hair. I find that this doesn't get too hot, and it's always worked for my hair because, again, I have so little hair. So this has always worked great for me, so I haven't changed it. But at work, obviously, I do not use a Conair curling iron. But anyway, so this is a 1 1/4 inch curling iron, so it's, it leads to bigger curls. So what I do is on this first bottom section, I always curl it towards my face. So when you want to curl towards your face, remember that this has to be facing behind you. So I put my hair in like so, and I kind of curl up to my root, and then I pull away, and I normally try to leave out like a little bit of the ends just so it's not like that perfect curl. And again, same thing on this side. And if you're using, a lot of people use wands now, but if you are using a regular curling iron, this handle faces the wall, and you go in, and same thing on that side. So then you pull it down, section off a little bit more. I normally go up about an inch sections. Let's see if I can find this. This is so hard without a mirror. Okay, so again, I do kind of like split it down the middle in the back, and I do kind of 2 sections. And now here is different. I'm gonna go away from my face. And so this clasp will be facing your mirror. And then I just go back and do the root area and then just let it down. Same thing here, facing the mirror, and let it down. And then, so with my next section, this one's kind of funny. I'm gonna get a section for you. Sorry, it looks hilarious. So here, you can, just to make it a little easier, section down the middle again and the back, but this time you're gonna have more sections while you're curling. So right here, like at my ear, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna take this towards my face. So again, your clasp faces behind you, and you're gonna curl towards your face, like so. And then, so I will take the next section behind my ear, and I do take like smaller sections just because, like I said, it seems time consuming, but it makes your life a lot easier. So I will grab that, and then that goes towards the mirror because I am going away from my face. And there we are. And then I'm gonna take this section, break it in half, and go away from my face again. And now once I get like to this section, I don't go towards my face anymore. Like those are, so like at the nape of my neck and then right in front of my ear by my face, I always go towards my face. It just gives it a little bit of like something extra as opposed to everything going away from your face or everything going towards your face. It just kind of mixes it up enough to make it not look so perfect. And then we'll do this. And we're back to that section right at my face, and so I'm going to go towards. And another thing that you'll see by the end of this video is that I do not touch my curls. Like a lot of people just have the automatic reaction to immediately start messing with them, pulling them out. They're still hot, so they're still cooling down. So I always say, leave them alone. You might look like Shirley Temple. Leave them alone until you are completely done curling your entire head. Especially if you're the type of person who has trouble keeping your curls in all day, or having them stay. That is also a big deal for that. You just want to leave them alone. And another thing people ask me a lot is, why won't my curls stay? Like I have so many issues with having my curls stay. One of the main things, and I hate even saying this, but like if you have a lot of hair, you need a curling iron that gets up to, I would say, 425 or 450 heat-wise. You're going to get your curls to stay a lot better with the more heat you have, but that being said, you don't want to damage your hair. So, you have to use a thermal protectant. You have to use something to protect your hair if you are doing that, especially on an everyday basis. Because, as I said, it will help it stay, but you do not want to be putting that much heat on your hair without using something, or even, doing it every day. You gotta give your hair a break. I always say too, if you were going to curl or straighten your hair every single day, do one or the other. Like, if you're gonna do that, try not to blow it dry, unless you absolutely have to. If you've got seriously kinky curly hair and you need that actual blow dry before you straighten or before you do this kind of curl, then you're going to want to do that. But I try to stick with one or the other. If I were to blow dry my hair, I probably wouldn't do anything else to it. And that's just my thought on keeping your hair as healthy as you possibly can. Some would disagree, but I believe in the health of hair for sure. That's like my number one thing at the salon. It's just a big deal. So all of this is going away from my face. Okay, so now I do something a little bit different. So when I get to this very top section of my hair, I kind of take that, so I take kind of like right at that crown area of my hair. It doesn't have to be perfect, but for the sake of the video. And then I take my brush and I kind of brush everything forward. And then I take my curling iron and I kind of do this, kind of just like I would be putting it into a curler. And it's like, if you can tell, it's a little bit angled forward, and that's gonna give you more volume and prevent a funky little indentation here. So I will kind of just let that relax while I get the rest of this around my face. So this, I just, kind of pull into two sections, and I go away from my face. And same here, goes away from my face. Sorry, you guys, if I'm giving like the camera crazy looks right now. It's really hard to see in a camera as opposed to a mirror. I'm trying. Okay, and then like so. And sometimes, like if I'm really funny about my front pieces, like if they're not laying perfectly like flat for me, what I will do is I will just take it like this, be very careful of, doing this, but I will kind of iron them flat down on my head. And this also gets rid of kind of little wispies that you may have. And I just kind of iron this so it's like smooth. Okay, so now my entire head is curled and I look kind of like Shirley Temple. I will take my brush, and I recommend this brush. A lot of people ask me about how to keep their hair from looking frizzy or keep it from looking like piecey during the day and like stringy, and this brush, which again is the Shine brush, sorry, it's pretty old. You can find these obviously online, but you can also find them at Bed Bath & Beyond. I know for sure has them, and I'm pretty sure Walmart has them as well. They're not expensive, get one. But the Shine brush, as I said, has the boar's head bristles like intertwined in the with the wet brush bristles, and so it just helps literally give you shine. But when I use this brush, I find that I do not have to feel like I need to brush my hair throughout the day. It's awesome. It kind of keeps everything together and keeps it looking shiny and full and really healthy. So now I will brush everything out. And I never ever use hairspray on my hair. I like to be able to put my hands through my hair throughout the day. I don't like the feel of any crunch in my hair. Every now and then on second day hair, and sometimes first, because it just gives it something, I will put a little bit of dry shampoo. Like I'll spray it right here and then right here, and then I'll hold this section up and spray one there and also here. And that just gives it like something without you feeling like, oh, can't touch my hair because I've got hairspray in it. So, but anyways, so now my hair is curled. I hope that helped a little bit. I mean, you know, if you like this kind of curl, and like I said, I do leave about an inch of my ends out. It just kind of helps make it not look so perfect. And yeah, so that is all I've got for you today. I hope that helped. You can always pause, fast forward. You know, I know this video is pretty long, but you can do any of the above if if there's just one thing that you need help with on your hair, when you're curling it, just fast forward, whatever you need. And again, so I will show these products one more time. So the brand is Unite, and it's the Unite U oil, which is an argan oil, and then the Unite 7 Seconds Condition. It's a leave-in detangler. So yes, these products are absolutely a 100 out of 100. They are perfect. I highly recommend them to anyone looking to kind of switch up their hair routine. I have used them obviously in the salon on all different types of hair, and they work for everyone. And they also, if you are a person who has curly hair, they do have a curl line that's got a curl leave-in conditioner and just a whole line for curl. So yes, I highly recommend it. And if you have any questions at all, just ask in the comments below and I will get right back to you. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.